Welcome to selfdiscoverywisdom.com, formerly known as Self-Discovery Media. On these podcasts, you're going to hear people who speak from the heart. They've taken the journey in life. Many things have happened to them, but they've changed it to happening for them. And in their strength, their courage, they've discovered their abilities and their wisdom, and they are now sharing it here with you. Do enjoy each show. We bring it to you with love and knowing that it's going to help you on your journey of life. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Sarah's View of Life, right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. I'm your host, Sarah Troy. Give it a break. I've been scrolling social media, and where somebody has had a celebration, there is somebody bashing. And it's just getting ridiculous. Whether you agree with it or not, why do you have to bring somebody else down to prove a point? Case in point, American Idol. Young guy Jamal won. He was magnificent. I wanted him to win. A very soulful singer and really created songs in such a way that you were really drawn in. It was between him and the country boy, and the country boy was very, very good. But it's nice to see somebody R&B kind of winning for a change. And he was very, very good and deserving. But on the social media, you see all this bashing. I want to see the results. I think it's rigged. He didn't deserve it. And it's like, where is the grace, folks? Why can't you just give somebody applause and go, well done? Maybe it wasn't the person I wanted, but well done. And why do we have to be constantly on the bashing side of things? I think this is a call to all of us out there that it is really, really time for us to change our narrative. We seem to want to go to the side of negativity than uplifting or positivity. And I think it's a great deal of reflection of how the people are feeling. People are feeling lost right now. People are feeling afraid. People are feeling angry. They are feeling angst. They are feeling things are unjust because political arena is like that right now. We are seeing unjust. We are seeing unfair. We are seeing downright lies. We are seeing ridicule. But that doesn't mean that you have to mimic that. That doesn't mean that you have to become that. You don't like what is happening. Don't become what is happening. It takes more work to be positive over what is going on. It's very, very easy to go down that rabbit hole and then start bringing out the pitchforks and the angst at everybody. It does take a little more control and centering to look to the positive side of things. Like take the deep breath. Let it go. And look at things and what they are and what you're empowered to do about it. Case in point, somebody winning that you didn't want to win, be graceful. Be graceful. I am sad that the person, my opponent, didn't win, but well done to the person that did. I am sad that my political person didn't win, but I will still fight for justice and righteousness in any which way I can without the pitchforks and without the violence. Unfortunately, it may come to that because there are some people that are just hands on the gun or hands on the pitchfork that are just dying to be trigger happy. And this is a time that we have to remain cool, folks. Grace, 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 grace. It's time to take that deep breath. What are you empowered to do rationally, logically, compassionately, lovingly, intelligently? And how are you empowered to do it? Your reaction to things, all this negativity, this trolling, as they call it, It's very easy behind your phone, behind your computer, to get out there and slice and dice people. Very easy. But, but, can you do it to someone's face? Can you come up to someone's face and rationally, logically say the things that you say online to that person? Can you? Do you have the courage? Do you have the guts? Do you know what kind of reaction you would get? Can you justify what you've just said? So don't do it online. It's a cowardly way to bash people. Now, I admit I go onto the social media and the people that are pointing things out um, about certain political people around the world or misogynistic, narcissistic, opulence that are just taking such advantage of the people. And people make comments, I will react and go, I agree. I agree. But they're not just comments to bash for the sake of bashing. It's about accountability. We can hold people accountable, not the person that won a competition, the people that you disagree with out there. But when we hold accountable, we've got to come at it from an intellect point of view. Why are we holding them accountable? What are we holding them accountable on? Can you stand by that quote or that comment of that accountability? And can we say it to their face if we have the opportunity of saying what we are doing online? I'm all about that accountability. I've held myself accountable and people have held me accountable. So when you say things out of turn and you kind of don't really mean that, but it comes across that way, we've got to be accountable. We have said something that has upset some people. Now, I know that political correctness is something that has been kind of questioned right now, that we've gone so far to the sensitive that we can't take a joke anymore, or that we've also got to look at the age bracket. I'm 70. There's certain terminologies that we've used always, and nowadays it's not fashionable to do that. And it's like, rather say, hey, we don't say it that way anymore, we say it this way now. Okay, don't beat the person up for saying that, because they don't know the new terminology now, and they're also not saying it in a negative content. It's just probably a phrase that's always been said without truly actually understanding its implications. You point out its implications, we're going to change the way we say it. But don't use it as an excuse to tear someone down, because this is what they've done always, and just unaware of the connotations of it today. Also, things are changing so fast today, terminologies, expectations, this, that, etc. And so, where not everybody can keep up with everything all the time. So this is the time to have that conversation. And I realize that in your era that this used to be okay to say, but we now say this instead, because saying it that way can be hurtful. I understand that, but you don't have to bring someone down for it, okay? Why have we become such a nation or international nation that just likes to pull people down? Are you feeling so insecure in yourself that the only way you can feel big is to pull someone else down? That is bullying, folks. And if that is what you're doing, then you need to take a step back, look at yourself in the mirror and go, the things I'm spewing out there, would I want to receive them? How would I feel if someone called me that or said that to me? And if it would upset you, then don't go and upset someone else. I know sometimes it's easy to react. Believe me, I know. With a certain person out there, my God, he incites reaction every minute of every day. And some of it is absolutely valid. it's unbelievable what is said and done. And at times you just got to laugh because it is so out there and so unbelievable that you can't do anything else but kind of laugh at it or make jokes out of it in order to get through it, because that's just this hour. What's going to be the next hour of the ridiculousness? So I think we need to kind of look at what we put out there. Would we want it said to our children? Would we want it said to our wife or husband or loved one? Would we want it said of our mother or father? Would we want it said of our community? And if you wouldn't want it said for them, and then don't say it for others, find different ways to react. Yes, you can speak to the accountability. You can speak to what is wrong. You can speak to your concerns, but put the bat down. Hey, put it down. Because we just don't need to be hitting people by the side of the head just because you're frustrated. We're all frustrated right now. There's a lot to be frustrated about. Take that deep breath. Exhale. Don't get on the ridiculous hurricane. Yes, we want you to stand up. Yes, we want you to speak out. Yes, we want you to do something about it. Not violence, not bullying. I have had many conversations with people that voted Republican. And a couple of them, it's been, well, I'm a Republican Christian. I've always done that. And they're completely blind to what he's going to do because they haven't paid attention. To some people is, I'm rich, I want to protect my money. For some people, they have literally had bad experiences with immigrants and that have feared for their lives. And so therefore are not paying attention to anything else that's happening. It's all about the border and the immigrants because it directly affects them. When something directly affects you, it's like throwing out the baby with the bathwater. Instead of, look, this is what I want to be addressed. Who will best address it? But what else is on that agenda that he's addressing or not addressing? Because everything that he is doing, he said he would do and was said that he would do. And you turned a blind eye to it. Now, the rest of the world is under threat because of his actions. Your country, America, boy, that hurricane is going to last for a while. It's going to get worse in many, many areas. And it's going to take you a while to completely rebuild. And maybe this is good because you needed a reset. You needed the magnifying glass on you because everything that he is doing has been done behind the scenes. He's just brazenly come up there. And he is the puppet of the billionaires. You want to go after him, you go after the people that support him. All those cowardly Republicans that are voting for dismissing of Medicaid, dismissing of Social Security, dismissing of child support, dismissing of veteran support. You go after them and the ridiculousness that is there, okay? Because they're hiding behind his skirt, right? Oh, I'm just doing what the boss tells me to do. And at some point, the soldier with the gun, well, I've been told to shoot anybody that comes, has to step up and be rational and go, but are you an enemy? Are you truly an enemy? Because if you're not truly an enemy of the state, why am I shooting you? Well, because the boss told me to shoot everything. No, we want you to think for yourselves. We want you to be accountable for your own thoughts, your own actions, and not just say, I was told to, or everybody else is doing it. Or it's okay because so and so's doing it. Look at yourself in the mirror and go, where is your integrity? Where is your dignity? Where is your grace? The bullying and the bashing and everything else that's going on, would you want it to happen to you? And if it's happening to you, how would you react? You'd be upset, I know. So challenging times requires us to step up with more decorum, with more grace, with taking more deep breaths, with asking ourselves, I don't like what's going on. I'm frustrated, I'm angry, but what can I do? How can I channel this in a productive way that is part of that collective solution that is going to change the things around? Don't just scroll and scroll and scroll and find everything to bitch at. I've looked at some comments today on things that were joyful and happy, and all the comments have been bitch, 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 bitch. And it's like unbelievable. Doesn't anybody have any joy? Oh, I know it's difficult to find joy during times like this, but my God, you've got to become the joy. When something is celebratory, instead of pulling it down because you're miserable, I want everybody to be miserable with me, lift up something to celebrate. Well done. Oh, what a great idea. Oh, what a wonderful achievement. Imagine if we all did that. Instead of pulling down, we lifted up. Imagine the power of that. Empowering each other, lifting each other up to a higher frequency, higher vibration. Being a part of the good vibrations out there that come together and make a positive difference. It's up to each and every one of us. Now, I know I've been putting out a few shows on this. Last week is what would the universe think of us? They keep wanting us to evolve, and unfortunately, we're not. We are just going backwards in time instead of embracing our divine selves, not Christian, divine selves. God, universe, spirit, source, energy, the higher intelligence. If we embrace that in our knowingness, our soul, and we give it to our heart in truth, and our spirit takes action for our mind to know what it needs to know, when it needs to know, in clarity. And the only way you're going to tap into that knowingness is being still, opening up without prejudice or dictation, and allowing that wisdom to come through you in truth. It means you need to be core centered. This means you need to find some form of meditation, whether it's walking in nature, whether it's music, whether it's being absolutely still and not doing anything. Find a way that you can center yourself. Breath is always important no matter what you do. The breathing in slowly and the breathing out, it aligns your chakras, it aligns your body, it opens you up to receive. And it comes in, and no matter how mad you are at the world, it will bring that peace, it will bring that solution, it will bring that clarity of what you can do about it, so that you're not on social media bashing and beating everyone because you're unhappy, you're frustrated, you're mad at the world. Become glad that you have the power to do something. Become empowered to bring power about to the people. Support and uplift instead of tearing down and beating up. It's not about the guns. It's not about the pitchfork. It's not about everybody's your enemy. It's about compassion on both sides. If you want to see on this dichotomy of two sides against each other, watch the movie Civil War on Netflix, and you'll see how that ends up. People killing people that were their neighbors, that they were their friends, just because they're politically on the other side. You want it to get that far because it will, because that kind of hysteria gets hold of something in your gut. It's your fear, it's your terrifyingness. And you give into that darkness, and it makes you do atrocities that you never thought humanly possible. And then there's the other side. I am not going to do this. I'm not going to hate my neighbor. I'm going to try and understand. I'm going to disagree, but I'm not going to hate. I'm going to find common ground where we can communicate in a way that isn't bringing the differences, but is showing the unison, the things that we all like and love and do and can support each other on. And that power of coming together no matter what is so strong that you can't pull it apart. That's when neighbors then step up for each other no matter what. What is the common denominator? It isn't the political fence. It isn't black or white. It isn't rich or poor. The common denominator is human kindness, human compassion, being there for your neighbor, being there for your family, yourself, but not taking up arms or taking up verbiage and just firing away because you're paranoid, because you're so shit scared of losing yourself that you have already lost. I believe everything happens for a reason. And the universe gave me a saying over 7 years ago: I'm going to shake you up, to wake you up, for you to step up, to change it up, and to grow up vibrationally, but also as a human race, grow up. Look at what you have. The earth provides you with everything. You look at the way you treat her. The earth is giving you so many opportunities with everything, technology, with opportunities. Seize them and see where it will take you. And you will see the wonderment of life, the wonderment of yourself and what you are capable of doing. Hate cripples. Fear stifles. Frustration and retaliation and vengeance destroys. Is that what you want for yourself? Because there's no growth in that. There's just to a point where you hate and venge and fear and everything so much that you just crumble and become part of this maggot that has lost all form of identity. But on the other side of things is that however hard it gets, I'm going to stand. I'm going to change things up. The way I treat myself, the way I treat other people, the way we come together, the way we take a stand together against tyranny, against hate, against those that want to pull us down. And together, arm in arm, we pull each other up and we form a chain that is unbreakable. Unbreakable, because it's a chain of love, compassion, empathy, and righteousness. Not the religious righteousness or the righteousness of a politician, the righteousness of standing for what is right. And what is right is supporting each other in any which way, not pulling each other down. So when you want to respond to something on social media, think before you do. Is this going to support? Is this going to hold someone accountable? Am I going to write it in a way that points out the action as being negative? Or am I going to join the bandwagon of hate and just spew? Yes, it takes more effort to stop, to think, to feel before you act. But I promise you, in the end, it'll be something that will flow from you and that you will see grow abundantly. and that you will see how it empowers people. And there is more power in empowering than there is in bashing and destroying. It's like someone taking a sledgehammer to everything they have. They destroy their car, they destroy their home, they destroy their family, they destroy their friends, they destroy their community. Where are they? They're alone. They've got nothing. They destroyed it all. And then what happens? A bunch of other destroyers come through. Yeah, yeah, man, let's go destroy somebody else's because I haven't got any more. Do you want to be one of those? Or do you want to be one of these people? Let's build our community strong. Let's support each other. Those that have lost, let's take them in. Those that need boosting up, let's be that wind under their wings. Those that have abundance, let us share in order to make the community strong, each other strong. Let us be there with love, with compassion, with kindness, and with creativity, and come together to make this community a better world. It's up to us. All I'm asking, please, think before you write. Think before you blurb something. Think, feel, truly feel. Would you want this to happen to you? Would you want this to happen to your family? Are you in so much pain that all you want to do is inflict pain on others? Do you need to listen to my experts on my podcast, selfdiscoverywisdom.com, and listen to those experts that have been through the pain, been through the suffering, and found a way out, a way to step into self-love, self-meaningful purpose, self-creativity? Because when you do that, you are now enriched and abundant, and you bring that to everybody. And there is so much more in empowering people and supporting people. That energy is something that grows exponentially like a beautiful breeze into a lovely wind. And it's always propelling us forward. It's not the hurricane that destroys everything in its wake. Try the calmness. Try the calmness and take that road, and be willing to take that journey of self-discovery. Be willing to take that journey of healing. Be willing to change. And be kind. And don't say and don't put out something you know that will hurt someone just because you're feeling hurt. Check yourself, please. Your first leap is your first step. And it might be just the step of being more conscious of what you write, of what you respond to, in the way that you responded, in the way you talk to other people, in the way that you interact with life, in yourself. Remember, the way you treat yourself is the way others are going to treat you. So if people aren't treating you well, it's because you're not treating yourself well. Rise up to a higher frequency, a higher hertz, a higher vibration. When you rise up to that with self-love, love of life, and love of meaningful purpose, the people that are out to hurt you can't reach you because they're on the lower vibration. You want revenge on those that have hurt you? Rise up. Rise up to a level where they can't reach you, where you are living in your human joy, where you are living in your divine purpose. When you do that, then you are actually showing them they have no control over you. They can't hurt you anymore because they can't reach you. It's up to you. You have to choose which path you're going to take. I'm asking you, please choose the journey of self-kindness, self-love, self-exploration, understanding who you are in your human nature, who you are as a divine spirit, and how the two coming together will empower you to be what you're meant to be, and let go. Oh, I know. Just pull one finger, another finger, and another finger off the reins of hate and vengefulness and spite and all of that. Let it go. Let it go, because it serves no one. Not you, not anyone. It's like a sugar high. You feel good in the moment, and then you crash. What happens? You do it again, and you crash. And you leave in your wake a whole load of pain that you caused. Face your own pain. Find the courage. Find the strength. Discover your abilities. And apply. I promise you, when you choose to rise up, you will see the difference, and it will be extraordinary. But please, feel, think. Before you're going to do something, how is it going to make someone feel? How will you feel ultimately for hurting someone? So before you do it, before you become reactionary, before you become bashing, before you become mean, take a deep breath, pause, step away, and choose to do something different, like uplifting, kind words, support, and see the reaction. And that reaction of gratitude will feed you, it will support you, and it will really be truly something exemplary. But it's up to you. So until next time, folks, kindness is something that we need to be, we need to show. It is our strength, it is our empowerment. It will lead us down the right path, but it is a choice. And I pray that you make that right choice in order to empower yourself and empower your meaningful purpose, empower your community, and thus empower the world. So until next time, bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. There are so many more for you here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Just go to the podcast tab at the top there, and you will see all the many genres and all 3,000 shows ready for your listening. We are here to serve you, to help you on your journey of life, and we know that through inspiration, it begets invitation. We are supported by you, the listeners, and those that we interview. Anything that you can spare us in donation would be greatly accepted, and we do hope that you enjoy the next show.